It's time for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Brewed Awakening Coffee, with 3 locations to serve you. Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, Highway 62 412 at Balmer Boulevard, and the Walmart East Plaza. And now, Down on the Corner.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas and Southern Missouri. It is Wednesday, August 21st, 2019. It's 7 a.m.
It's not raining this morning.
No, not as muggy. Seemed like it was.
We got some rain yesterday.
Oh, thank goodness.
The lightning and
yeah.
Oh, man.
You know, I put some posts on Facebook. I thought, because I love watching the radar and just to see, I use the KY3 app, and it's pretty accurate. I mean, you know, we got a lot of accurate radars, but that, I don't know, for some reason, it was right on the state line, north of the state line. I just kind of tracked it, and then, man, here it came. We went from like 93 or 94 degrees to 77 degrees, back to 88 degrees. It's just so weird to watch the temperatures come up and down, you know, varying by 20 degrees, then wind and rain. My grass finally got watered.
I was hoping mine wouldn't. I didn't want it to grow anymore. I'm done.
Oh, I tell you, I mowed Saturday. You know, went to the restaurant Saturday, had breakfast with some friends, Roger and Brad, and thought, I'm going to mow grass. So I got out there. The north part, right out in the sun, was wet at 11:15. It was that humid. The east and the north stay west and very thick, but the south side and the west are not anyway. I got the rain I needed, but
I like doing yard work. It's not that I don't like it. It's just trying to get the time.
Yeah.
Right now I got so much going on.
I don't mind,
it's
you know, mowing grass. It's just I hate when it gets so wet and thick that it doesn't look good. You get all that, you know, you got to go back and rake all the dead stuff up. Anyway, welcome Down on the Corner program. Dale Hoffman, your host, along with Scooter Callis today. And I'm enjoying Brewed Awakening Coffee. You can do the same thing. 3 locations to serve you. We got Balmer Boulevard, which is going to be busy between now and 8 o'clock. 62 East Plaza, and, of course, Baxter Regional Medical Center. The best coffee in town. Learn something. The doctor told me I had an issue with the knee yesterday. Appreciate Bob and Scooter filling in. Just went down to see Win Moore, the doctor, and taking care of a stupid stunt with my knee. He said, the darker the roast coffee, the less caffeine. Because they asked me about my diet, and I said, well, you know, I mean, I don't eat steak and potatoes every day, but, you know, just, he says, how much coffee? I said, a lot. And he asked about the roast. And I said, about as dark as you can imagine. The darker the roast, the less caffeine it has. So your lighter roast, if you have a...
See, I would have thought that was more of a medium roast on what you get here, but
I think that's about the darkest. Yeah, it's pretty dark. Yeah, that's one of the.
I've tasted some dark coffees. Ooh, they get rich.
Boy, they do. Yeah.
They get really rich. But
that's what
I also was told after we were, of all places, Lamaze class with our first kid, and she was, one of the questions came up, while I'm pregnant, can I drink coffee, blah, blah, blah. And the lady says, at moderation, you know, if you want to have a cup or whatever, that after the second cup of coffee, the coffee starts reversing and will make you tired throughout the day instead of pepping you up. So, you know, the first couple cups, you know, was getting you some caffeine.
Was that a light roast or dark roast?
Oh, I don't know. She just said that
coffee.
Yeah,
wow.
In general, will make people tired during the day, and a lot of people don't realize that.
Now, see what you get from tuning in. You get education like this.
There you go. That's all I know. That's what
Whether you like a dark roast or a light roast, Brewed Awakening Coffee is the best coffee in town, or a medium roast. If you like pumpkin spice during a heat advisory, you can get pumpkin spice in your coffee. So check out the vast array of coffees they have available at all 3 locations. Brewed Awakening Coffee, the best coffee in town. If you're not drinking Brewed Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. And, of course, Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring you morning prayer each and every day right here in Mountain Home. Man, top-notch professional, caring, loving, understanding. They know what's going on. Roller Funeral Homes, Brad, Chris, Charlotte, Bruce, name it, they know what they're doing. They know you're hurting. They know that you've lost a loved one, and that's why they're there. That's why they do it so well, because they understand what you're going through, and they take a lot of the burden away during that, you know, that sorrowful time. Whether it's an emergency or the passing of a loved one during a long illness, whatever it may be. Roller Funeral Homes. There's 29 in Arkansas to serve you, with 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. Roller Funeral Homes. With all our respect, let's pause now for the morning prayer. Heavenly Father, once again, in your Holy Scripture, in Ecclesiastes 10:2, it says, "The heart of the wise inclines to the right, but the heart of the fool to the left." So how much explaining does that one need? And how can that be anything but political? Lord, in any case, it fits our current political situation in this country. But Lord, rather than putting our trust in politics or people, let us put our trust in Jesus Christ. But so many people think that's crazy too. We've made a mess of things by not trusting God's Word, but maybe it's time to read God's Word and obey it rather than to ignore it. My prayer is, Lord, that you bless our country. That's my prayer today. Amen. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas. Bring morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes.
And now,
here it comes.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hey, not bad.
Yeah,
not bad.
Yeah. Yeah. I got to find out how to get out of that.
I'll bring you a guitar and amp and track.
It's like in my contract now, so I've got to.
Oh, can we just kind of take that and highlight it and delete?
Yeah.
Morning weather brought to you by the Z Team, Bob and Linda Zadora, for all your real estate needs. Bob and Linda Zadora, 870-405-0793, retired2arkansas.net. And that is where we find the live shot of the White River. Hey, beautiful horizon.
It's actually a very beautiful shot. I want to show you something, because last night I got a text from Linda.
Did you get the lightning strike?
And so I watched the lightning going across for a while, and that was really, really neat. And she sent a picture of it, and I put it on the computer.
There it is, yeah.
That was last night, and you could see this line of storm rolling across, and the lightning just going with it all the way across. Yeah. And it was really, really neat to watch. So keep in mind that you can always go to LiveCam anytime, and you know, there's a storm. It's just cool to bring it up and see the lightning, see the stuff going on. That's amazing. If they got a ball game going on in Cotter, if they got whatever, you can watch the festivals. Yeah. You can. It's just pretty neat. Mm-hmm. There's the live shot.
The current live shot, 7:07 this morning on Wednesday morning. You see the river coming through. The bridge is on the left side of the screen there, left central part of the screen. The beautiful horizon looking, I guess, almost straight north right there. So the morning live shot of the White River brought to you by the Z Team, Bob and Linda Zadora, for all your real estate needs, 870-405-0793, retired2arkansas.net. Now's the time to get that property listed. They could use some more listings from $80,000 to $150,000 and on up to $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 homes. So give them a call, and they will get it sold. You're looking to buy another house, or think about retiring to Arkansas. That's why they call it retired2arkansas.net. That's what they do, and they can help you, and they love to help. And so the awards prove their service and their capabilities of getting people the homes they need. Morning weather brought to you by the Z Team, Bob and Linda Zadora, 870-405-0793. Right now, 67 in Mountain Home with a heat advisory for today, starting around noon. From noon to 8, we got a heat advisory.
We're going to go from 67 to a heat advisory.
Yeah, we got a heat advisory.
That's crazy.
Here's what it says right here.
I believe you. Oh,
yeah.
You're changing screens. Hold on.
Yeah, hang on. Here we go.
I'm on the wrong thing to be changing screens here. Okay.
Okay, we're in the orange area. Fayetteville and Rogers is not, but Fort Smith is in one of the heat emergency things. You know, that's where it's really hot at Fort Smith. Of course, Fort Smith heats up quite a bit, but northern Arkansas, with the exception of the cutout area right there, they're the ones not in the heat advisory. So anyway, back to the temperatures. Which screen you want? Want me to switch it?
No, you hadn't went over the temperatures yet.
Okay.
I'll let you finish rolling. I didn't mean to send you down a bunny trail.
Is that screen okay like that?
Yeah.
Yep, okay. We got 68 now in Mountain Home and flipping, 71 already in Harrison, Yellville at 68, 69 at Salem, 68 at Calico Rock, Mountain View, Arkansas at 67. Around the region, St. Louis is already at 70, 69 at Poplar Bluff and West Plains, 68 at Branson, 45 degrees in Watford City, North Dakota.
Winter time's coming, guys.
It's called September.
Hey, for them, it's 45. It's winter.
A lot of rain in the middle part of the country. South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, Missouri, parts of Iowa, coming all the way into north central Oklahoma. I think this is the start of the front that could be lowering our temperatures for the weekend. I think we'll get to the highs. I think some days are like 80, 81, or 82 coming up. So then we have some shower activity in the New England area. West Virginia is not in New England, but anyway, we got West Virginia, New York, Pennsylvania, Vermont, New Hampshire, blah, blah, blah. It's up there, northeast. For the state of Arkansas, Missouri, we'll let the Little Rock stop real quick. And most of that is just the moisture they're picking up in the atmosphere. It's more humidity over around Batesville and Jonesboro. Highways are clear, 62, 412 east and west, 65 north, south, and 167, 67 going up to Poplar Bluff. And Batesville looks like it's in pretty good shape. Interstate 30, 40, 49, 55, 555 in Arkansas clear at this time. In Missouri, we'll take a look at St. Louis first. They do have a little bit of shower activity going on there, light showers. In fact, there's a flood watch box or a severe storm warning right here to the northwest of Columbia. We'll get that in the Kansas City radar. Shower activity on I-55 back over to I-44 from Farmington back over to Rolla. We have just scattered showers around the St. Louis area, mainly in Illinois, all the way from Macomb back to Springfield, Decatur, affecting I-70, I-57, and a little bit, no, not quite on I-24 yet, but a little bit of shower activity going on in the state of Illinois in the St. Louis metro area from Columbia to Rolla back into St. Louis. So I-70 to St. Louis and then on to Vandalia, Effingham with some showers. Rolla to St. Louis, the 103-mile trip there is a little bit of shower activity, then I-55 coming into St. Louis on the south side. Southwest Missouri. Well, it didn't pick up that flood watch box. Huh. Got some shower activity from Kansas City over to Marshall, Missouri, affecting I-70 and I-35, I believe, and I-29 going north. But hang on, I'm going to back up and see what was going on here. Let me get that St. Louis stop again. They had a severe north of Sedalia on that one. They're showing a severe thunderstorm north of Sedalia there, but you go to the Kansas City stop. I don't know. That's weird. But they had some flood watch boxes, severe weather up there, so you can see northern Missouri, northwest Missouri. So eventually, I think that's going to come down our way. So anyway, forecast map, heat advisory. Yeah, there you can see it right there. You got a severe thunderstorm warning, north central Missouri, flood watch boxes.
It looks like we're barely out of that. We're in that heat advisory.
We're on the first county east in Arkansas, in the upper tier of counties, and then, of course, across the state line in Missouri.
And it's been where we've been in that little box and everything around us, so it's...
Yeah, it's weird how this heat advisory stuff works. There's your forecast map, heat advisory for Arkansas till 8 o'clock tonight. We have a severe thunderstorm warning, north central Missouri, flood watch boxes in Kansas, Missouri, and Nebraska. A little bit of fog in Illinois. Here we go, 7-day forecast heat advisory for today. High of 95, then tonight 40% chance of thunder showers. Thursday 60% chance of storms for tomorrow with a high of 88. A low Thursday night of 70. Friday high of 83 with a 70% chance of showers. So from Thursday night to Friday, what we're seeing in Missouri and Kansas.
What are they showing the percentage on Thursday night? I can't see it.
Thursday night, let's see.
It's right. No, I think it was written on there, but that's fine.
Thursday night is a 50% chance of thunder showers, low of 70. Friday, thunderstorms likely 70%, high of 83. 69 Friday night, 83 on Saturday, 85 on Sunday.
We're filming Thursday night. Bombers got their first scrimmage game. It's
you're
just a scrimmage against Highland. And
you're not going live?
And we are going live.
Oh, going live.
We are going live, and that's why I'm looking at the weather saying, oh.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Checking iDrive Arkansas. Let's see if anything's picking up here. I don't think it is. iDrive Arkansas, just a few repairs from a flood in the spring and early summer around Pocahontas, Wynn, Conway, Dardanelle, places like that. What's this south of Jasper? Oh, that's where the headline slide. That's right. And, of course, we checked Missouri Department of Transportation. They're still doing some paving work on 142. That's scheduled through October. Other than that, things are looking a lot better in the state of Missouri. So you can always check iDrive Arkansas and Missouri Department of Transportation before you travel. Allergy index today is high. Ragweed, nettle, and chennopods are the culprits, a 9.7. You'd think that would have washed out with some of the rain that went through, but maybe not everybody got the showers. But
I don't think some people didn't get as much rain, and if this storm that's above us comes in, that should help get that back under control.
All right. Morning weather is brought to you by the Z Team. Bob and Linda Zadora for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. RetireToArkansas.net. Give them a call today. Your full-time real estate agents. Community Calendar brought to you by Old Time Restaurant on the Square in Mountain Home. Best breakfast, best lunch in town, Monday through Friday, 7 to 2, Saturday till 11.
We got one of your favorites this morning. Breakfast burrito. Those big, fat, juicy, packed full of goodness. These are big burritos. These are not those small little.
Hang on. You keep talking. I'm going to run down.
Yeah.
You talk to Chase. Yes, they are good.
You get a big breakfast burrito. She makes them by hand right there for you with hash browns. It's only $5.88. Great meal, great price.
Boy, they are good.
For lunch, you got a choice between ham and beans or liver and onions. So both of them come with 2 sides. A roll of cornbread, only $6.88. And or just stop by and grab a cup of coffee, hang out with some friends, grab a slice of pie. Like I say, go in there, whatever you do, give Amanda a hard time. She loves it. Tell her Chase from the library told you to do it. Just go in there and give her a great time.
Well, let's see. Some of these emails are hard to read. This is the AARP drivers. Safe Drivers course for September 9th, 9 to 1, Muroc Family Center on Aging at Hospital Drive. September 14th from 9 to 1 at the Van Meter Senior Center. And September 21st, once again at Good Samaritan Society. And Legends of the White River Monster by Diana Roller will be the topic of the next Baxter County Historical and Genealogical. I can't say it today.
Genealogical?
Yeah.
I can't even say it now.
It's hard. Rubs off on it. This takes place Tuesday, August 27th at the Donald W. Reynolds Library, 300 Library Hill in Mountain Home. And Diana Roller is a native of Northeast Arkansas, lived in the Mountain Home area since 1976. The Legends of the White River Monster, one of America's premier Take 2. I'm going home and start over. Legends of the White River Monster is one of America's premier mysteries.
White River Monster.
White River Monster, yeah.
So you have one day off, you come back, can't even talk.
Can't talk, yeah. Must have been the shot in my knee. For more information, 425-2551. What do you got, Scooter?
Well, and I know we mentioned this real quick. I'll say the Bombers are playing their first game this Thursday. It's just a scrimmage. It's against Highland. It will be here at home. So I think the junior high and the high school will be playing. The junior high, I believe, starts at 6, and I'm not sure what time the high school game is starting. OFA football will be having their jamboree this Saturday. Jamboree is where every team plays.
On the 24th?
Yep.
Really?
Plays a couple mini games, and it'll be at Bomber Stadium.
What time's
they'll be
first
starting
kick?
at 9 o'clock.
9
o'clock will be the start of the 3rd and 4th grade. And then it'll run to, I'm guessing, around 3 o'clock that afternoon. So if you ain't got anything to do, it doesn't cost anything to go watch the little kids play football. So that's awesome.
It's a good training program.
It is.
That's good.
At this point, it's not overly competitive. It's just about them
get the basics.
Learning the love of the game, learning the fundamentals, moving them forward, and just having fun.
Yep. Baxter County Fair Pageant, September 7th, 2019, 6 p.m., Dunbar Auditorium. You need to contact Tammy Barnes. They have age divisions from 3 to 5 years old all the way to 18 to 23 years old. Registration online only now through September 4th at baxtercountyfair.org. For more information, call Tammy at 870-404-7211. All right.
That's it.
All right. Community Calendar brought to you by Old Time Restaurant on the Square in Mountain Home. Monday through Friday, 7 to 2, Saturday till 11. Coming up, Chase is here at the library. Be right back.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the pie lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
Do you know where your money goes when you give to charity? At the Salvation Army, 85 cents of every dollar stays to help those in need in our local community. Hi, I'm Captain Spaulding. The money we raise help people in the surrounding 5 counties, including Baxter, Marion, Sharp, Izzard, and Fulton. You can help by donating your unwanted items and by shopping at the Salvation Army store. Those in need get assistance with rent, utilities, sending kids to camp, and many other things. When it comes to this charity, the Salvation Army always helps those in our community.
Whether you're a professional lawnscape contractor or a homeowner in need of quality lawn equipment, Moran's Lawn and Garden has you covered. Moran's is the longest originally owned lawn and garden business in Mountain Home, with a 5,700 square foot warehouse packed full of new current year inventory for all your lawn maintenance needs. Moran stocks a full line of factory parts, and they service everything they sell, offering top names like Grasshopper, Hustler, and Country Clipper. Moran stands behind their quality service with thousands of customers using their products daily. Moran's Lawn and Garden, servicing the entire Twin Lakes area.
When I grow up, I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Why would I recommend Hospice of the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
$7:23 and Chase is here from the library, the Donald W. Reynolds Library. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Yep. What's going on?
Oh, a lot, always.
Yeah.
And, the summer is kind of dwindling down.
Boy.
Kids are getting back to school. But, we're gearing up for the back to school
They've been in
part.
they've been in a week already.
Yep. We were doing kind of in-service stuff for the students now. We're going in and kind of like teaching them. Because have you heard about our tech cards?
Tech cards?
Yeah.
No.
It's really cool. We're supplying all of the students in the Baxter County area from 4th to 10th grade these tech cards. And they're basically library cards that allow you to access our online information, all our online resources. And now they all have the same pin, they all have the same number, so you're not allowed to check out stuff from the library with it, but it's just a great way for those students to get those resources.
Wow.
Now you said 1st through 10th grade?
4th through 10th.
All right, so 11th and 12th you're out.
Yep. Sorry.
Okay. Oh.
You're has-beens. If you haven't learned it by then, forget it, huh?
Right. But no, it's kind of just a fiscal thing at that point. We feel the 4th through the 10th need these resources the most, and we can't supply it to every student in the Baxter County area. So 4th through 10th seem to be the sweet spot.
Interesting.
Yeah, but it's really cool because we have so many resources online. We have BrainFuse, which is like kind of like homework help. It has like live tutors that you can go in and get actual help with your homework, and they have like every class you could think of. Like they have biology, they have chemistry, they have ACT and SAT help.
What was your best subject in school? What would you have had to have help on back in?
What would I have had to have help on? Probably science.
Really?
Yeah, I loved math. I couldn't do the science.
I was okay in math, but the long division just took forever.
Yeah. Well, I had a fantastic algebra teacher.
I did too.
And it just...
Let me back up. I had a good algebra teacher here, Winfred Bell, bless her heart, did a great job. But my introduction to algebra was done in 7th and 8th grade.
Right.
Back in St. Clair County, Illinois, and Kenneth Logan, great instructor. I don't know if Kenneth is still with us or not, but he had a talent to explain it.
Mm-hmm.
And I can remember to this day, he would put, back then we had chalk and the big old green blackboard, some were green, some were black. And he'd have these things worked out. And he says, now, y'all check my work. I may have missed something. And so somebody says, they'd say, Mr. Logan, can you check the third step? And he'd go, yeah, there you go.
Nice.
Yeah. And so he was not vulnerable to being
right
100%. Now check my work. Make sure, because, you can make mistakes. But,
yeah,
when you have a teacher like that, and then to have a tutor services, he brought algebra, as crazy as that stuff is. I mean, what was that comic one time? It's a comic called Funky Winkerbean.
Never heard of that.
Written by Tom Bastick or something like that. But anyway, you got these two guys on the phone. The first frame shows this guy says, hey, Funky, this is Les. You got the answer to problem number 3 in algebra? And he says, X equals 3. He says, I got 3 pancakes a day or something crazy. It's just how algebra was.
Yeah.
But no, to have a, something like that,
right?
Long division, algebra,
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, and it's not just homework help on there either.
Oh, really?
There's creative stuff too. We have Creative Bug, which
Creative Bug.
Yeah, it's this kind of library of video
Creative
tutorial.
Bug?
Yeah.
And what age group is that for?
Anybody.
Really?
Yeah, it's literally just a library of DIY craft videos.
Really?
Yeah, that shows you how to do stitching or just painting.
Fixing a torn pocket on your shirt.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
Huh?
you could find something on there for that. Yeah, it's really cool. It's just this big...
And a Band-Aid after I thread the needle.
Right. I don't think there's any first aid on there.
He's over here shaking his head. How many people relate? Come on, don't lie.
Right. And then Artist Works. Artist Works is cool too.
Artist Works.
Yeah, it's and we have the ukuleles to check out.
Oh
now.
yeah, I remember that.
So Artist Works is kind of a library of music instruction. Has video tutorials on stuff like that too. So you could learn how to play the ukulele. You could learn how to play the jazz guitar.
What about a ta-ta-ta before the weather?
Yeah, I'm sure there's kazoo lessons on there. We can get you a kazoo in here.
I'm not going to get out of this, am I?
No, you're not.
How did we get started on that with the weather?
It was you.
Me?
You. You made me do whatever, and then it got stuck, and now I can't get out of it.
Oh, hilarious. Oh, wow. Artist Works, everything.
Yeah.
Huh.
And there's World Book for kids on there too, so any kind of research they could want to do, and just a lot of different stuff like that.
Do they still do the term papers in high school?
I don't know. I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
How many pages do you have to write?
So I had college classes in high school too. They counted for both.
Yeah.
And so those term papers were between 7 and 12 pages.
Yeah. I figured 10 was the average, yeah.
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 So I didn't have my first really long paper until my senior year of college.
Where'd you go to college?
ATU. Tech.
Oh, Russellville.
Yep.
Yeah. Did you enjoy it?
Loved it.
Did you?
Yeah. Because I took all my prereqs at North Ark and Harrison.
Yeah.
And so my entire 2 years at Tech was all graphic design and art classes.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But then I had art history. In art history, I had a 15-page paper in that class.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Arkansas Tech, that's kind of, it seems like University of Arkansas just kind of overshadows. But
Yeah.
ATU, that's a
it's a solid school. Oh yeah. And it's got really good programs. Yeah, I'm surprised more people don't go. to that school. Don't
Yeah.
pick that school, because they have programs that beat out U of A, like specific programs. I'm not sure. I think their graphic design program especially
Really?
is one that's better than U of A from what I've heard.
Yeah, I remember many years ago. Where are you going to college? Oh, Tech at Tech at Roosevelt. Yeah, cool. You don't hear a lot of that anymore.
I know.
That's weird. A great school.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
They had a bunch of kids go this year.
Did they? To
yeah,
Tech?
they still get a bunch of kids that go to Tech each year.
Well,
It's not that far down there.
No, and I think they have the highest acceptance of transfer credits, because I know going from North Ark and Harrison, it was like a 90% transfer rate.
Really?
Was like for the credits, so I didn't lose any of my classes whenever I transferred.
Boy, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So what was your major?
Graphic design.
Graphic design. Cool. Coming up on 7:31, visiting with Chase from the library. And we got some surprises coming up.
A little bit.
All right, be right back.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment, their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire's Barbershop today, a unique gentleman barbershop. Get back in style from a former celebrity hairstylist and a licensed barber instructor who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire's Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 848 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today. Your car is a member of the family. It takes you where you need to go, and it makes sure you are safe at all times. When a wreck or accident happens, trust the only place that will treat you and your vehicle like a person, not a number. From collision repair and windshield replacement to paintless dent repair and hail damage removal, Dent Boys can cover all your automotive repair needs and make sure you are satisfied every step of the way. Call or visit the professionals at Dent Boys today and see the Dent Boys difference.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
Sure, all mowers cut grass, but only a Ferris mower with suspension technology can provide you with increased productivity, quality of cut, durability, and comfort. The caster wheels and cutting deck are connected to the frame beneath the suspension. This lets the deck follow the wheels as they move up and down in relation to the ground contours. Maintaining the distance between the deck and the ground results in a beautiful, consistent cut. Visit your local Ferris dealer to experience the difference suspension makes.
Hi, we're Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z-Team at Century 21 Lemac Realty, and we'd like you to meet the rest of our team.
When you are working with the Z-Team, you will find that not only are they down-to-earth people, but they are trained professionals who work with downsizers, first-time homebuyers, and clients who may want to relocate to our beautiful Ozarks. Our team has agents who specialize in lake and river properties, listing and selling raw land, acreage, and all residential homes. Listing your property with the Z-Team will help get it sold with unmatched Century 21 global marketing. You can find out more at retiretoarkansas.net. 7:35 is with Chase from the library. We got some stuff coming up again.
Yep, absolutely. And, school's back in, summer's winding down and everything. So we have a lot of stuff for the kids for after school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, we do the after school lunches, or not lunches, sorry, snacks, the after school snacks. And then we have a study session time that's great for the kids if they need to finish up some homework after school, or if they really need to work on a project. Instead of going home, they can go in and get help from their friends if they want to team up at the library. So that's really cool. And then the fun stuff that we have for them, we have the anime and manga club. Yeah, just stuff like that. And then we have the Pen Masters Guild, which is great for the kids that like to write and draw and stuff like that. So we still have plenty of stuff for the kids at the library, even though summer's out.
Yeah. And that's an after school deal. Wow.
Yeah, it's really cool.
That could help out a lot of parents.
Oh, yeah. Just send your kids to the library after school, and they have a safe place
will the bus take them?
Yeah, buses do run to the library.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah.
Huh. Great opportunities there. What, till 5 or 5:30?
I believe so. It depends on the day, really.
Mm-hmm. Not bad.
Yeah. And, we're all about providing for the community and giving the kids a safe place to come and just learn and, yeah.
And that gives mom and dad a peace of mind. Okay, Joey's down at the library till I get off work. Go down and pick him up.
Right.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Keeps them away from the empty home and the computer games and whatever else you can find on the internet when you get through the firewalls,
Right.
So, okay, keep going. I'm at 2/3 of a page worth of notes here.
And, we have stuff for adults, too. Mm-hmm. We have plenty of stuff for adults. We have our Makerspace classes.
So what? Say that again?
Makerspace.
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 Really?
Yeah, it's so Studio 300. I know you've heard me talk about it. It's basically this room with all these crafting materials and all these crafting machines. We have sewing machines. We have 3D printers, vinyl cutters.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's a workshop for people to come and just create. And so we have Studio 300 at the library that we hold workshop classes in.
Huh.
And we're trying to make it more available to the public for people to just walk in and make something.
Wow.
Because we want people to just have a space to do that. And so we have these workshops that we're trying to get people to go into this awesome workshop. And so we're having embroidery coming up this fall. We're going to have a 3D printing class this fall. And it's just going to be a really cool time just getting people to use their hands and create stuff.
A 3D printer class?
Mm-hmm.
Could you print a coffee cup or a clock? What?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
You could print a working clock. Maybe not with this printer, but there are 3D printers that can print a working clock.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
it is.
It prints out, and I've seen people print on the smaller ones, working gears that move independently, and you can actually create it in a self-contained thing where you can actually turn the gears, and people are printing limbs with 3D printers now.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Because I've got a device, I restore phonographs and radios and stuff, and I've got a piece. And I told the guy, I told Tim that I said, my only option right now is find a 3D printer, and if I had the engineering specs on the dimensions, I could probably fix it with a 3D printer.
Oh yeah.
And it's just a piece of plastic.
Yeah, I was about to say, as long as it doesn't need to be conductive, it's easy to just print any shape out.
If I had the height, width, and depth, I could probably print it, but I don't have the engineering specs on it, so we're still hanging out to dry. Well, okay, you said something that was going on. You got to keep us all in suspense, so we scheduled you twice in September now.
Yes. Okay, so next year, 2020, is the 10th anniversary of the library being in the Donald W. Reynolds building.
Wow.
10 years.
And so the surprise?
I can't give away anything right now.
Paul McCartney coming?
No.
Rolling Stones?
Yeah, definitely.
Fleetwood Mac.
We're just going to have a lot of big things planned for next year.
Scooter's going to play his kazoo.
Will you?
Yeah, I'm out. I'm trying to get out of playing it here. No.
But all I can say
sign
is,
him up.
right? All I can say is expect some
Fun thing.
awesome stuff next year.
10 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the actual anniversary is in November of next year, and the soft
10
open I
years.
think was in August.
I remember when the press conference was called, I was with Mountain Talk Radio at the time. I don't remember what time of year or what year it was when they made the announcement of the grant that came in and the matching funds and everything. And was it that press? 10 years.
Yep.
Whew. Wow.
Yep. And we're all excited about it. We've got so many gears turning trying to get these awesome events planned, and it's gonna be a year of just awesome.
Shoot, you could have Paul McCartney on Friday night,
Right.
Fleetwood Mac on Saturday night,
Exactly.
Rolling Stones on Sunday night. I mean,
That's
you
the
have a
plan.
Yeah, I tell you. Get Jagger and Keith Richards and Charlie Watts and everybody up there, man, they're like great grandfathers now, but they still rock, you know.
Oh yeah, they're still
Jagger
doing
be
it.
up there with his heart monitor on.
Yeah, pretty much.
Scooter's still over here shaking his head. Well, have you not seen a rock and roll singer with a heart monitor before?
No, we got to have more of the library than just music artists coming in every night.
Well, you wanted something big.
We'll have them teach classes too.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
You know, I saw Paul McCartney one time on a video, and he was actually demonstrating digital multi-track recording. And he did it. He says, okay, here's what we need to click track. Okay, that's track one. Okay, now we need some drums. So the guys over like this.
Right.
So you get your basic beats down. And now we're going to put the basic melody lines in. And within 30 minutes, he had a song.
Right.
You know.
You ever heard of TikTok?
Uh-huh.
There are people on there that are like demonstrating that same
Oh, yeah,
thing.
yeah.
And it's just, every time I watch them, I'm like, this is just so fascinating how they're building music.
Yeah.
Just piece by piece.
With that, though, you go back into the early days of recording. Let's go back after World War II. Back then it was orchestras and Frank
Right.
Sinatra, Tommy Dorsey, Jimmy Dorsey, you know, your big bands. You recorded a performance, you know.
Oh, yeah.
But now, I mean, you could take literally, let's go back to his little intro on the weather. You could build that into just a doo-doo-doo. You could track it and copy it and phase it and twist it. And
Add a
chorus
beat to
and
it. And
you know, and you can make it sound like, I mean, a full orchestra.
Yeah.
No, literally. So has computerization in that aspect hurt music?
See, I don't personally think so.
Really?
Because I think the ability to do that has added so much creativity to it. Because we were
It added the creativity, but did it take away the actual talent? Because I go back and I
Yes.
listen. I go back to listen to the Beatles. I got their everything they've got. Okay.
Right.
You've got John Lennon on a Rickenbacker. George is playing a Gresh in the early days. McCartney on a Hofner bass, and you got Ringo on drums. Listen to all the music, and there's no multi-track.
Right.
You know, you got George Martin says, all we did, we just put him in the studio and hit record. Okay, guys, you ready? Do, play. And that was the recording.
Right.
But by the time they got down to Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, they couldn't reproduce it on stage because it was all multi-track.
Right.
So it would take 300 people to try to come back and do with a little help from my friends.
Right. And I'm gonna get some flack for saying this, I know it, but do you think that shows a lack of talent from them not being able to recreate it? Because there are bands today
They didn't
that
have the
can recreate
technology.
it.
They
No, on like recreating it on stage because it was so multi-tracked in the studio. Them not being able to do it on stage, do you think that shows a lack of talent on them? Because there are people nowadays that can sound exactly the same on stage and in the studio.
I don't, you know, that's a good point. I don't think they knew how to do it.
Right.
I think they when you get down to like Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, and you've got the little harpsichord. I don't know that they realized, hey, you know, we can do this. First of all, when they were at Shea Stadium,
Right.
all they had were the little driving horn speakers that now batting number 32, Joe Smith, you know, was just kind of a quack, 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 quack.
Right.
When they went back to Shea Stadium in 1965, George Harrison says it was unheard of. We had 100-watt guitar amps. I mean, come on, you can go get a Marshall stack
Right.
at 4, 5, 6, even 1,000 watts now, but for that kind of, they made special 100-watt amps for the guitars. They had no monitors. The technology wasn't there.
Right.
So, were they talented enough to pull it off? Good question. I don't think because of the technology.
Right.
I don't think they could have.
And the overall experience in the industry wasn't there.
No. Yeah.
So yeah, I understand that.
So, and you might have had. I mean, when they did Shea Stadium, that was the first time anything like that had ever been attempted.
Right.
So, and I mean, any sound system you can go out and get anymore is probably 10 times hotter than what they had at Shea in 64 and 65, or 65, I think it was.
Yeah, but you also look at nowadays, it's not necessarily about your voice, your sound, your whatever. They can make you sound however they want.
Right.
They can take somebody who can't even sing and put them in. So now they're looking at what different do you bring to the table?
Right.
A look, an image, things like that is what they're looking for instead of just the talent. And that's the sad part because, people just get out there and play.
Yeah,
amazing. But now they got computers that will balance you out, computers that will get you on pitch.
I mean, I've seen concert stuff. I was down in Conway, Caedmon's Call was in. They had the same mixing console for the monitors that they had for the mains. What do you got? You got two ML7 Yamaha boards in. Well, that's the monitors. You've got the same board for your monitor, so they were actually doing the same mix. When you could do, I mean, you've got your auxiliary SIDs and everything.
Right.
But it's just got so technical. I mean, can technology overshadow the real talent?
Right. And so that's kind of where it forces things to be more creative.
Yeah.
Which I think is good because we're in an age where, honestly, you can find some amazing talent just online of like on YouTube, just kids singing. Yeah, a lot of people can sing. But what else do you bring to the table? How else can you be creative? Because really, I can't sing, but a lot of people can. So what makes you different? And I think that's where the creativity comes from, and I think that's where music is going to get better.
Yeah, because, of course, I'm a big Chet Atkins fan as well, the guitarist from, he started out about 1946. Back in the day, they had their drums, maybe a trumpet, a horn here or there, a saxophone, whatever it may be, bass guitar, but they mic'd the amps.
Right.
And I've been in Studio B in Nashville, Tennessee, and I've seen the old tape recorders and stuff like that. So, well, I've got that same model sitting at the house, But, okay, guys, on 3, 1, 2, 3, they start, you record and play, the reels are turning, and they play. Oops, he made a mistake. Stop, take 3, start it over. And you played it till you got it right.
Right.
Okay, fix it in the computer now.
Right.
Anyway, 7:48, time for the final break. Be right back.
It takes the right gear to survive out here. There she is. Ferris. It's the best gear around. Strong as an ox. Safe as houses. Out back, there's one powerful beast. Awesome. 4-wheel suspension, handles whatever Mother Nature throws at you. Designed to take the hard out of hard work and deliver all the power you could need. So if you want to tackle the great outdoors, get yourself a Ferris.
So there I was, naked as a jaybird in the shower with soap in my hair and eyes when I lost water pressure down to a dribble. I immediately grabbed my towel and dialed up Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service. Jake came right over and fixed my water pressure. Now I can take my showers with confidence. Just call Jake.
For all your sales and pump needs, just call Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service, 870-431-5445. He offers high-quality stay-right products.
When you need durable and comfortable hospital scrubs stat, you need the Uniform Shop. The Uniform Shop is the place for top quality uniforms, carrying a great selection of name brands, including Carhartt, Vera Bradley, Urbane, and Grey's Anatomy, as well as shoes from Skechers, Nursemates, Softwalk, and Landau, stethoscopes from Littman, blood pressure cuffs, scissors, name tag retractables, compression socks, paramedic VDUs, and Rocky boots. The Uniform Shop also offers customizing, embroidery, and minor alterations. Let us put you in uniforms. Shop the Uniform Shop.
Are you ready for some football? Hometown TV is back with live football and the game of the week. Friday night, area high school football with announcer Bob Rechtenwald, bringing you the best in play-by-play. Visit hometowntv.net for schedule and show times. Plus, watch instant replay live from your mobile device, whether at the game or not, right here on K26 and XL7.
I've had back problems since about 98, and all the doctors want to do is put me on medicine. And I started coming here, and he started adjusting me. I can get up and walk a lot better. I don't have near as much pain. And the laser treatment he did on my neck and back, it helped my pain in my neck probably 75–80%. I'd recommend that for anybody that's got any kind of pain. It does wonders.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the Pie Lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
7:51, visiting with Chase from the library. And Fleetwood Mac will be here, Paul McCartney, Rolling Stone. I might be
You're going to get me in trouble.
They're not coming,
They're
guys.
not coming.
I'm sorry.
Rats, Chase, come on. Big things are coming. How's that?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so...
But, just recently, though, we have some big stuff coming up, too.
Oh,
we
yeah.
have our literary series.
Tell me about that literary series.
Yeah, and, we've done this in the past. We've done a literary series, but we're kind of revamping it this year. And basically, the literary series is a group of workshops and lectures and classes that are kind of just all tied together into one package. And this year, we're renaming it to Read, Write, Ignite.
Say that again, Read,
Write, Ignite.
Oh, Read, Write.
Yeah. And so it's just really trying to make it an inviting thing for people to just come in. Some of it, I think there's a couple of things that need registration, but for the most part, you come in, you sit through these lectures, and honestly, there's some interesting stuff coming up. And some of it, we're actually kind of moving it from where we usually do in those Knox rooms by the entrance. Mm-hmm. We're moving it out to the fireplace.
Really?
Yeah, and we're calling it the Hearth Side.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and so we're wanting it to be more out in the open so people can just walk up and listen.
You got any stats on literacy and illiteracy in, North Arkansas?
I don't know.
I just wondered where we're at with, because last week we had some of the school systems on. We had Tracy Luttrell from Flippin, Vanessa Jones from Cotter, Wes Henderson at Yoho, and they're talking about the science of reading. And here in the past couple of years, they've had let's memorize that word, Bible. Okay, B-I-B-L spells Bible. So so I know those shapes together say Bible. Mm-hmm. Okay, but now they're going back and teaching the B, teaching the I, B-I, bi. They're teaching the sounds. They're going back to the phonics and the science of teaching. So in other words, if I were looking at here on James Boyett calendar, I could sound it out. They're going back to sounding out and the science of reading. And so do you see that being more helpful in teaching somebody that's illiterate at, say, perhaps my age?
That's a good question. Honestly, it seems like it would help substantially just because because the brain develops so fast at the early ages of development that when you get older, even to my age, I'm not going to be able to learn things nearly as fast. I couldn't pick up a guitar and learn it like that like I used to be able to. Your brain just develops so fast, so young, and then kind of breaking it down to the basics for somebody that's older would probably help quite a bit.
Because I remember we started phonics in second grade in 1965, and we talked I think it was Mrs. Jones was here. phone, you think F-O-N-E. No, it's P-H. So why? You know, you teach the science P-H, like enough. It's not ending in F, it ends in P-H. Why, I don't know, but that's just how it was in the English language, you know. And so they taught, I remember C-H and P-F, and what were some of the other, G-H, like enough.
Right.
You know, you think G-H makes the F sound. They teach the science of the sounds and how to sound out the words.
Right.
So, you know, and I just wonder about literacy, illiteracy, Baxter, Marion, Fulton, Stone, Izard counties, if it's still an issue.
And, you know, I think it's...
Because somebody my age is not going to admit, I can't read. You know?
Right. I think in rural Arkansas, it's going to be an issue.
It could be.
But I think...
But let's go back to my grandfather's days. My grandfather was born in, my dad's dad was born in 1907. By the time he got to 8th grade, he didn't go on to high school because you had to work on the farm.
Right. And you know, that still happens.
Does it?
Oh, yeah.
Does it?
I've known people that their parents pulled them out of school in, like, right before high school and would homeschool them. Yeah. But they wouldn't get the same education being homeschooled because they were working on a farm. They were focusing more on that than they were on school. And so, yeah, that still happens.
Back in them days, you know, if you spent $400 for a brand new tractor, I mean, you try to find one used, but generally they had a team of mules.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, my grandfather, literally, he started working right after they married. He hauled gravel when they started paving Highway 67. US 67, the first time it was paved, started in 1933 from Arkansas state line to Poplar Bluff, Missouri. And he was crossing a wooden bridge and one of the mules spooked and it wrecked and turned over into a creek, dumped his load, killed the mule. And they were hauling with mules in those days.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, no, I was just wondering, you know, literacy, illiteracy, if it's predominant, you know, because it was quite an issue for a while.
Yeah, I think it's
the
consistently...
Read Initiative, remember those? Yeah.
Right, yeah, I think it's consistently getting better.
Yeah.
But I think it's always going to be an issue, even in small pockets.
Well, it's sad.
Mm-hmm.
You know. What about news, you know, just popped in my head, what about newspapers going digital now? Do you think books will ever follow suit where you won't have a library full of books where you could go and pull War and Peace or Moby Dick or some of the classics?
Yeah. It may be 100 years from now, but I think I think libraries are going to be kiosks.
Wow.
They're going to be, you walk up, you punch in a code, you swipe your credit card or whatever, and you swipe your library card, and it's going to
load the
it's gonna let you download like you're gonna be able to stick your Kindle up to it, and it's gonna just download it and give you like a 48-hour timer or a 2-week timer on it. Yeah.
What do you think, Scooter? What do you think?
I think it's going to go digital to a point. I don't know that you'll ever get rid of the books.
Oh yeah, the books are always going to be there. I think they're going to be.
There's always going to be a demand to have that in your hand.
Oh yeah, I think it's going to end up being like. Right now, the expensive thing to have is the Kindle.
Is it?
You like people who have money have a Kindle.
Yeah.
People who don't have physical books. I think it's going to flip.
Really?
I think the people who don't have money, they're going to have the Kindles, and I think the people with money are going to have the books.
Wow.
Because it's going to be a collector's thing.
Yeah.
It's going to be kind of a nice thing to own. Like I actually own a book.
Well, you know, that's how it is with phonograph records. You know, I'm a collector of that stuff.
Yeah.
I actually have this copy of Fleetwood Mac Tusk or Rumors or something like that, you know. Of course, they sold millions and millions and millions. I've got a couple of copies, you know.
Yeah.
So, and I know I can go in here to type in Rumors by Fleetwood Mac and it'll play Rumors, you know.
Exactly.
But I can put the album on and listen, you know. Got the vinyl. So, final thoughts. We're down to about a minute. I appreciate you being here. Good discussion.
Absolutely.
Yeah. A lot of notes.
A lot to go over. But so tech cards, great things for the students.
Yep.
They're awesome.
And the after-school snack, study time, anime, Pen Masters Guild, a lot of good things for the kids after school.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And next year, 10-year anniversary, be looking out for that. We're going to have announcements fairly soon. We'll let everybody know what's going on. And literary series, we have a lot of awesome guests lined up this year. We have a blogging workshop. We have a poetry workshop. The poetry workshop is actually led by Jeffrey Davis from U of A. He's a teacher at U of A. And going to have a founding era kind of lecture series in the literary series, and Ozarks. Yeah.
Good. Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Twice in September coming up. Back tomorrow. Have a great day.